And good morning. How are you today? I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Welcome to Scotty Ray's Weather. It is Thursday, July the 30th. We don't have much left of this month. I'd say it's coming up tomorrow. We'll get full details here in just a moment of what's going on with a few local things, some national headlines. But first, let's talk a little bit about weather, what to expect for today into the weekend, and, well, what's kind of happening nationally. Of course, our forecast being brought to you by MEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. First thing that we want to look at is let's go over and take a look at what's going on with the tropical storm. It has formed and is now Tropical Storm Isaiah. It is threatening Puerto Rico at this point. A lot of rain is going to fall on them, and this could be the projected path as it heads toward the states and moves into Florida. That's what they're expecting. A lot of variables could happen with it, though, as it crosses the Dominican Republic. That land has a lot of hills in it. It could slow it down and make it go somewhere else or calm down altogether. There's a lot of factors. We'll know more by Sunday on this thing as they watch it very closely, probably a little bit before then. But Tropical Storm Isaiah has formed. If you're going to be in the Florida area over the next few days, keep this in mind. I'll keep a close eye on it and keep reporting on it as it gets a little bit closer as we watch this thing. That's tropical storm. Boy, it's going to be a busy one this year for those. That's going to be happening a lot. As we turn to weather this morning, to find out what is going on in our area, let's go over to radar this morning and take a quick look at what we've got. No rain to mention of in our area whatsoever. You get up near Tupelo, there's one little speck there. The forecast calling today for a 20% chance. So we've got very little chances, 20% chance there. High today is going to be around 92. But remember this, now the gusts are going to be coming in this afternoon. 20-mile-an-hour gust from time to time. Heat index will hit 100, so it's going to be warm and windy. Tonight, 74 for a low. Back tomorrow to end the week with a 20% chance of rain. So over the next couple of days, we'll be able to get a few things done without having to worry about all this rain that we've got. And even had one yesterday afternoon, some showers there. By Saturday, a 50% chance of showers creeps back into the forecast, down to a 20% Saturday night. And by Sunday, we have a 40% chance of showers, that high to reach 89. Now, as we look here, this is what I just showed you on the graph just a moment ago. This is where it's sitting this morning. Let's see here. Thursday, right there is where she is. She has 58-mile-an-hour winds at this point. This is a tropical storm Isaiah as it makes its way toward Florida. That's what it's looking like at this point. And again, a lot of variables could go in with that. Overall, not a bad-looking day for us, as we said, just kind of warm and gusty. We do have some showers up there north of around Evansville, Indiana, and those areas there, St. Louis. Got a few showers, too. But that's a quick look at what we've got when it comes to our forecast here locally as we start thinking about what's who, what, and what. This weekend is a pretty good deal. If you're going to be buying clothes or anything for the kids for back to school, this is the weekend to where the sales tax, no sales tax this weekend. It'll start Friday, the 31st, and go through August the 1st at midnight. So you've got Friday and Saturday to go buy clothes this weekend. And the way it works is it's up to per item up to $100. So you could go $99.99 and still hit on that. It's got to be less than $100 to qualify for the no tax. So take advantage of that. They've got plenty of this information out there. Clothing is a big thing that you can do that in school supplies. So it's fairly easy to get out and use, and that's taking place again this weekend. So make sure that you take advantage of that. Always good to get a little small tax break, isn't it? We don't get that very often. It just seems not to be getting better when it comes to the coronavirus. It's and let's look at our numbers as we look at that this morning in the state of Mississippi that were released yesterday. We're still at 1,500 cases a day. It's going to vary. I think the day before was, 1,200. We've had one day it got down to 600. But overall, it's staying steady in these high numbers. We had 20 deaths reported yesterday. Lauderdale County did have one of those. Still a lot around Jackson area, Hinds County still having those. And long-term care facilities at 197 cases on that list. So we're not out of the woodwork on this yet. Again, I don't think the officials really have a clue yet as to how to stop it. They don't. A vaccine has not been come out yet, and each day it's scary. Just watch what you do. It's not going to hurt you at all to wear the mask. There are some that say it doesn't do you any good, some that do, but it will not hurt to wear it. That's one thing we do know for sure. Do that, wash your hands, and just do the best you can with what we've been dealt for the time being. Well, as we turn now to news stories that are going on nationwide, what's going on? Sad cases when something like this. The deputy police chief in Chicago committed suicide after being promoted at one of the offices there in the department. Sad. Committed suicide, and you don't know what goes on through someone's mind when that goes on. They're definitely not themselves when they do that, but sad news there in Chicago. This is just plain horrible. California, don't know what the altercation was, but a man got into an altercation and he was set on fire, burned to death, died. Horrible. He was a 40-year-old gentleman. His sister released most of the statements about what she saw. No arrests have been made yet, but that's a bad way to die. As that, do you remember the girl in Mississippi, North Mississippi, that was done that way a few years back? And they finally arrested the gentleman that done that to her. An awful way to go. As Richmond, well, they're kind of waking up as these protests just will not stop. The Richmond Times-Dispatch has criticized their local officials and saying, where's the leadership in this? The violence escalates daily, and they seem to be doing nothing. That's one of the first times that a newspaper has stepped out on a limb and said, oh, maybe you should do something. In most cases, they're saying that they're nonviolent protest when they're burning things down. And I think everybody's watched enough to know, as you can see in the picture there, trucks on fire. That's not a protest. That's something way different. As this has been being said for over a year now, this TikTok stuff that people are turning to, it comes from China in most cases, and they're saying that this is really spying material because there's not laws regulating it. You let them into your phone, you let them into your computer, and they hack and get whatever they want. Be careful before you download this stuff. It's not good. It's not, of course, I think probably most apps that you got do track you and do things, but this is much more dangerous. These people are out to take your information, your credit cards. If you paid for anything with a credit card or your phone, they'd get that and would not be good, or your debit card. So before downloading something, be sure that you want to do that. This is a neat story. Maybe you've seen the video of this. It was a prison guard that was having a heart attack, and he was about to fall, and he hit the button and opened the door for these three to get out of their cell, and they saved him, saved his life. So a good Samaritan. That is good. You don't see that every day. You hear of everybody disliking cops and wanting to hurt them, but these three stepped forward and done a good deed there. That's great news. In Georgia is where that went on. Is Ellen's show in trouble? There's a lot of talk going on that from former employees saying that it's a toxic place to work. People are saying that they've been bullied, there's racism going on, and there's a big investigation going on. Let's hope that despite me and Ellen probably not having the same political views, she seems to be a pretty good person. Her show, I've come across it once or twice. It's not bad. Let's hope that they can work that out, and she can keep everybody there employed and keep up the good work that she's done. As Garth, he's always the one, isn't he? Garth said he's taken his name out this year for CMA Entertainer of the Year. He's won it 7 times, and he doesn't want it again because of a tweet that he saw to where someone made last time that he won. Why doesn't he step back and let the next generation have it? He said it stuck with him. So he's removing his name from the hat. And Garth is one of those also that he and I on the political view don't see each other quite well, but I've met him several times. Really, really nice guy. He tries hard, smiles, really works hard behind the scenes to make people happy all around him, and he is an entertainer. I'll give old Garth that. He's one of the best. When he steps on that stage, he's there to give you a show and get your money's worth. But if you ever get a chance to see Garth, it's worth seeing.
One thing that is certain in uncertain times, EMEPA's commitment to you. Visit EMEPA.com or call 601-581-8600 to stay in touch. Stay healthy, stay home, and we'll get through this together the cooperative way.
During these challenging times, there are some things that you can count on every day. One of them is that Rick Justice Automotive will work hard to help you find just the right vehicle. Rick Justice has late model, low mileage vehicles and 72-month, 72,000-mile warranties available on all vehicles. Come see us today, and we'll show you how we've been helping your friends and relatives find the car, truck, or SUV that was right for them. We will earn your business.
And don't forget, a new episode of the podcast Secrets from the South is out. It was released yesterday, and it's titled Naked Neighbors. It's interesting. If you hadn't had a chance to listen to the podcast, you can find that on any of your networks that carry podcasts, from Apple to Stitcher to Spotify, all that. It's neat, along with my co-host, Terry McElvain. I invite you to listen to it. It costs absolutely nothing. You just hit the little thing and download it and listen to it. Hope you enjoy that. As we turn back to take a look now at our extended forecast, let's go over and take a look at what's going to happen for our 7-day extended forecast there. As we said today, we do have some chances of rain in the afternoon there and windy. Very little, though. Looks like we're good through Saturday as we jump up to a 50% chance. By Sunday, we're down to 40, and it will remain that way all the way through midweek of next week. So we'll have some hit-and-miss chances of showers. So keep that in mind as you're planning your weekend. Today and tomorrow will be great. Slight chance there coming up on Saturday of getting wet. But today, don't forget it's going to be breezy. Heat index right at 100. Let me again say thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to spend a few moments with me this morning and learn a few things. As always, we'll be here when the weather turns bad to give you street-by-street coverage right up to your doorstep to make sure that you're safe when these storms come through. I want to thank our sponsors that help us out with this every day. San Marcos Mexican Restaurant. Have you seen Chino lately? Along with Joe and the gang at SMI Automotive. Graphics Guru on B Street. They'll help you out. EMEPA along with Piggly Wiggly, Rick Justice, and also Hoopers on 22nd Avenue. A big thank you to all of those. And again, most of all, thank you for watching. I do appreciate you here at Scotty Ray's Weather.